For a while now, I've been asking myself, from a story point of view, should the writers of MLP allow Scootaloo to fly high above the skies of Ponyville? Or should she come down to Equestria and accept that she will never be able to fly on her own wing power? Of all the hopes and dreams of the characters from My Little Pony, arguably, none are more tantalizing than Scootaloo's inability to fly.
But, Rainbow Dash, what if my wings never grow? What if I never fly?
As of the end of Season 6, it's uncertain whether or not the inability for Scootaloo to fly is the result of a physical disability that cannot be overcome, or a need for physical growth and special training. For the show's 7th season, the writers basically have 3 different routes that they can take to answer the previous question. The first is to teach that hard work and perseverance can overcome any obstacle in your life. And yeah, I know this lesson isn't original, but I hope that everyone has had at least one example of overcoming a hurdle in their life. As for me, I was actually partially deaf until I was 2 years old. And because of that, I had to overcome a learning disability called auditory processing disorder. And while I'm at it, I would love to hear an example of yours. And the second can be equally powerful, but the words seem bitter coming off of my lips. You see, she could go through the stages of grief and accept that she will never be able to fly on her own, and that she would have to find a better way to manage what she can still do with her life. To add to that, perhaps she can even build her own mechanical contraption, something similar to the one that Pinkie Pie created. Get into Pinkie Pie's chopper!
We're really sorry, Twilight.
And the third option is to keep it unresolved as it is. In my opinion, leaving it unresolved would be the worst possible outcome, because it denies the opportunity to tell a story that teaches an important lesson. Whether or not she flies is very important, because she has been teased for her very small wings.
Yet you have a Pegasus pony who can't even fly!
And it has deeply affected her on the account that she spent the entire day and night trying to flap her wings and soar, but it was all in vain. And the Brony fandom, in all its glory, has dubbed her the Chicken Pony after this dialogue.
That is not how you call a chicken. Oh wait, now I know how to call a chicken. Scootaloo! Skit-skittaloo!
That is how she was dubbed the Chicken Pony. This does not make sense to me when it was Pinkie Pie who actually dressed as a chicken in that episode.
I'm a chicken.
I'm just glad the MLP staff would never dare to. No. Why? No. Why? There are instances of Scootaloo flying, however it's confined to her dreams. There was a time when the Cutie Mark Crusaders had a shared dream, in bloom and gloom.
Cool!
And we can't forget about the time in Dew Princess's Dream of Magic Sheep, when the young Pegasus grew large wings and helped to fight the Tantibus. And in doing so, she got the admiration from her idol, Rainbow Dash, and she got the look of affirmation that she so craved. So I can't help but want her to prove the naysayers were wrong and to see her laugh at those who doubted her. Besides, there's a lot of future ideas that they can build off of, like youth camp at Cloudsdale or flying with Rainbow Dash. But on the other hoof, I do have to wonder what she would do with her scooter if she learned how to fly. So what would we call Scootaloo without her scooter? Aloo? If you have a disability of sorts, I want you to know that your struggle is not your identity. MLP writers, directors, producers, if you're watching this, please make Scootaloo fly. Okay, I know they never watched my channel, but I'm sure glad you did, and that's enough for me. Do you think she should fly using her own strength? Or should an engineering feat be the only way she can fly with Rainbow Dash? I am Hallelujah Brony, and regardless of what you think, I really think this would make a really good discussion in the comment sections below. So speaking of Scootaloo and the Cutie Mark Crusaders, have you seen my analytical commentary of Crusaders of the Lost Mark? Here's the link. Thanks for watching, and God bless.
Were you trying to get your cutie mark in spying? Yeah! Is that on your little chart? Actually, yeah. You three are really lucky.